What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Moon walkthrough. So if you guys remember the last episode, I spent a lot of time trying to hunt down a timid or modest Mareep to add to my team. To the point I actually decided to end the video and continue the egg hatching off screen. So just to show you guys, roughly around between 250 to 300 eggs, I finally managed to hatch a modest one. So I'm very happy with that. It's a plus in special attack, minus in attack. I was extremely happy when I finally got it. So the hunt for my Mareep is over. Unfortunately, a even harder hunt is about to begin. So for my fourth member, I decided to go for a water Pokemon, and after a bit of research, I decided to hunt down a Phoebus. I think a Milotic is a fantastic addition to the team. On the downside, however, it is probably one of the rarest Pokemon in the game. It only has a 1% chance of appearing while being fished in this area. So not only is it a 1% chance, I'm actually after a female, which is going to make it a bit more difficult. And the fact that in this game you can actually fish up items like pearls and big pearls, which is going to add just a bit more to that difficulty. So I do have my Abra at the front for Synchronize. I'm looking for a Calm Nature. So as you can see there, that's an example. I fished up a big pearl. So yeah, I do have a Calm Nature, which is a plus in special defense minus attack. I do want a kind of like a special defensive war, and I think Milotic is great. So as you can see, a Magikarp is the first Pokemon I fished up, and Magikarps have a 70% chance of appearing. Seekin is a 29, I think, and the Phoebus is a 1%. So extremely rare Pokemon, guys, and I'm really hoping it doesn't take too long. But you know, I'm kidding myself if I think I'm going to fish it on the first episode. The fact that I want a female as well, because I think a female Milotic, like a Milotic being female, would suit it. But that's just my opinion, of course. So this is a female Magikarp. And just a fun fact, the difference between a male and female Magikarp. So the males always have golden whiskers. The female always have white whiskers. So you can kind of tell as soon as you fish them up what gender they're going to be. And that's a female because it's got the white whiskers. So let's continue anyway. So the fact that it's 1%, the fact that you can fish up items, the fact that you can get nothing's biting, the fact that, you know, I want a female is just, I basically set myself a almost impossible task. And also the nature, because Synchronize is only a 50% chance of activating, so that's going to come into play as well. That's going to be a factor into whether or not I get my Phoebus. But it's all fun and games. I mean, Pokemon is a very grindy game, so I was expecting it. I was going to decide between a Milotic or a Vaporeon. I think a Vaporeon is much easier to obtain, but I do want a Milotic because I've never ever trained one in any of my Pokemon walkthroughs. So yeah, so this is basically the reason why I'm here on a Lapras, trying to fish up a rare fish. So we've, I think, reeled in 3 or 4 fish, and they've all been Magikarp. I have yet to see the Seekin, which is, I think, a 29%. So even the Seekin at 29% is pretty rare. I can't imagine how long it's going to take to actually get a Phoebus with that 1% chance. Especially when nothing is biting, it just really drags the process. let's see what we rolled up this time. So there we go, sorry, Goldeen, not Sajin. So there's the 29% chance Goldeen. And I'm gonna run away from that. And to my knowledge, I think Phoebus in general in every Pokemon has been an extremely rare Pokemon. So another female Magikarp. So as well, and another mechanic in this game, the spot that I'm fishing, if it's bubbling, so if you see bubble in that spot, it actually increases the chance from 1% to 5%. Unfortunately, it's not bubbling, so what I'll do maybe after this is I might move to another section and hope that it is bubbling. Because I've actually zoned out, I've gone in and out, and it still hasn't. So this is a male Magikarp, you can tell from the golden whiskers. So yeah, I've zoned in and out, and unfortunately it still hasn't been bubbling. So I don't know if there's a certain condition or requirement you have to meet to get it to bubble, but I'm just trying my luck at 1% anyway. I don't know why. And it's another Goldeen. A male Magikarp. And honestly, if I really wanted to, I can actually capture a Magikarp, because as you guys know, I'm sure you know from my intro and my actual logo, Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon, and I don't mind having a Gyarados, but the problem is with that, I've actually had a Gyarados in every single Pokemon walkthrough I've ever done, and my Lotic is actually the polar opposite of Gyarados, so some people do call it the female version of Gyarados, but I did want a Milotic, so I'm just going to have to endure this grind and see how we go. If it takes too long, I'm probably going to do the same thing as I've done with the egg hatching. I'm probably going to end the video and continue off screen just so I don't bore you guys to death. And to be honest, at this point, I think finding a shiny Magikarp might have a higher chance, might yield a higher chance than the actual 1% Phoebus, so that's pretty hilarious, I think. Alright, so, oh, I got a heart scale, that's actually going to come in handy. So what I'll do, maybe after the next fish, I might change spots. See if there's an area that's bubbling, just to increase the 1% to the 5% chance. Alright, well, let's see after this, whatever this is, I'm going to go ahead and move the spot. So I'm expecting a Magikarp, and it's actually a Goldeen. So I'm going to save the game because I did fish up that heart scale, and heart scale is fantastic for relearning moves. So let me jump on the Taurus now and see if I can go to another area where it's actually bubbling. So there is another water area. Let's go ahead and jump back on the Lapras. And this area is not bubbling as well, but I'm just going to try my luck anyway. Any good fisherman always changes spots when you're not fishing up what you want. And a golden, sorry, a male Magikarp, not a golden one. So let's try this spot just a few times and I'll see if I can move down to another spot. Oh, I actually got a shock there. I don't know why. I thought it was a Phoebus. So while I'm doing that, I'm actually going to go ahead on the internet and find out what the gender ratio is. I reeled in too slow. I think that was my Phoebus I missed. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, like I said, I'm actually going to go on the internet and just find out what the gender ratio is for a Phoebus. I'm really hoping it's a 50-50 chance. Okay, so it is actually a 50-50 chance that it will be either a male or female. And its ability will either be Swift Swim or Oblivious. Either one is fine, I don't really care, to be honest. And it's another Goldeen. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and change the spot. Oh, okay, well, so that's the bubbling water right there, guys. I'm going to quickly save the game. So now what happens because I saved the game, I can actually soft reset. And what that's going to do is just going to speed up the process a lot. So let's see, the bubbling water, 5% chance, common Phoebus. And it's a Goldeen. So with the bubbling water, the actual percentage changes. So Magikarp goes from 70% down to 50%. So the bubbling water is gone. I'm actually going to soft reset here. So hopefully when I reload the game, the water's still going to be bubbling. And that's probably going to be the fastest way I can get my Phoebus. So it is still bubbling. That's fantastic. And it's another Goldeen. So generally with the bubbling water, you might be able to fish it once or twice maximum before it doesn't bubble anymore, as you can see. And that's just going to be a lot of soft resets, but believe me guys, this is definitely the quicker way to actually fish one out. I mean 5% is still very low, but it sure as hell beats that 1%. Come on, come on. So yeah, Magikarp is 50%, Goldeen is 45%, and then the Phoebus becomes 5%. So I think it won't be bubbling anymore, and I'm just going to go ahead and soft reset again. So at this point, I know I'm going to be moving the DS a lot, but I don't really care because it's a bit difficult to soft reset when you're recording. So at this point, I'm only fishing up one Pokemon before the bubbles go, which is very unfortunate. It just means I need to keep soft resetting. And it's another Goldeen, so I'll just soft reset from here. So I think that'll probably speed it up. If I don't hook the Phoebus, I'm just going to soft reset mid-battle, because anyway the bubble will reset, so we'll just do it that way, see how we go. And it's a Magikarp. So if you guys made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. Just a quick recap, I am trying to fish up a Phoebus, a female one preferably. If you are bored of this episode, please feel free to stop watching anytime you like, and stay tuned for the next episode, where hopefully I'll have my Phoebus, I have my Modest Mareep, and then we can finally continue our journey through the Alola region. If you guys do like this grindy stuff, I know I don't, but if you do, you're more than welcome to stay and stick it out to the end just to see if I actually fish one out. And I don't want to pill, so I'm going to soft reset right there. And it's another male Magikarp. So this is going to be a very, very long and boring episode, but you know what, that's just my opinion. There's probably a lot of people out there who actually enjoy watching these kind of episodes, so everyone is different, everyone has different tastes, everyone has different opinions, so I respect that. And unfortunately I fished up another item which I don't want, because that's just going to make the bubble go away. And it's a Goldeen, unfortunately. So this is almost a 20-minute video with no progress in the game, but I did warn you before I started recording. And it's another Goldeen. So here we are, we crossed the 20-minute mark. of this video, and still no Phoebus in sight, not even a male one. To be honest, at this point I just want to fish one up just to see if you can actually do it. I mean, 5% is not that bad. When I was playing X and Y, I have run into a few 5% Pokemon on multiple occasions, so I mean, it's there, it's somewhere in there in the water. I'm probably not fishing deep enough, but I will pull one up. And it's another male Magikarp. So I'm just going to watch YouTube on my laptop, and I'm just going to see how long it took some other YouTubers to actually fish up the Phoebus. But I will put the volume down so it doesn't really affect you guys. Unfortunately, that was a item. And there's another item. And another Magikarp. And to be honest, if I really wanted to, I can probably just edit the video until I do finally encounter one, but I'm actually going to make you guys suffer with me so we can all suffer together. And just to show you guys, like, Pokemon is a very, very grindy game. It's a very time consuming game. So, and it's a Goldeen. I thought that was actually the Phoebus, so I got a bit of a shock there, but unfortunately it wasn't. And I just watched a YouTube video where somebody did actually pull it up from the same location. And another Goldeen. So I've actually been watching YouTube videos about it, and people have actually pulled the shiny Magikarp before they even found one Phoebus, which I was actually saying a bit earlier in this recording. And that's a item, unfortunately, so I'm very soft resetting straight away. I'm not going to waste any more time. So to be honest, I mean, this is what I want. This is what you guys get for hunting rare Pokemon. So if you want the rare Pokemons, you definitely have to put the time in. I mean, some people have been lucky and pulled it on the first bite. So unfortunately, that's not me today. And it's another Goldeen, unfortunately. So yeah, well, I do want a Milotic. I'm not going to give up until I get it. The only thing I might do is probably end the video. We'll see how we go. Maybe another 4 minutes or something. I would like to pull it live, but if I can't, then I might just continue the grind off screen and then start the journey again once I do capture it. Oh, Phoebus, please be a female, please be a female, please be a female. And it's a male, unfortunately, so I'm actually going to reset. Sorry guys, I definitely want a female. That's very unfortunate. 27 minutes into the recording, we encountered a Phoebus, but it wasn't a female, so I'm going to soft reset it. But the great news is I now know you can actually pull it, fish it from here, which is fantastic. That was actually rather quick. And another Magikarp. So at this point, I'm really hoping it's not going to be another 28 minutes to capture another Phoebus. And it's very unfortunate because if that was a female, I would have then captured her, and fingers crossed that Synchronized would have activated and I would have got the correct nature I wanted. You know, it's as simple as that when you think about it. It can happen on the first go, and you know, the hunt can be over very quickly, or just like this video, it can take 30 minutes and nothing. So another Magikarp. And another Magikarp, unfortunately. So I don't know how many of you made it this long through the video. I think probably only the true Pokemon fans who shiny hunt and whatnot probably made it this far. And I gotta be careful not to soft reset on a Magikarp because it could be a shiny, and I would definitely like to capture it, even though maybe it'll synchronize the wrong nature, but maybe I can trade it to one of the viewers or trade it on GTS. It's a Goldeen this time, so it's something a little different. And even though I do like heart scales and I do need them in the future of this game, I am going to reset because that bubbling water is just too precious to waste. It doesn't come up all the time, so I'm not going to waste it on a heart scale. So I think the shiny Goldeen I need to be careful with because the color difference is not that obvious. It's actually very minute changes in the coloring. So I probably won't be able to tell until I actually get the actual site, like the shiny sound that you hear when you do fish up a shiny or find a shiny Pokemon in the wild.